When do you think ICANN's second round of new domain extensions will take place? Well, we have an answer from the ICANN to that question. It is written in the first applicant guidebook, and it says the goal is for the next application round to begin within 1 year of the close of the application submission period for the initial round. So what does it mean exactly? Unfortunately, only the ICANN can answer that question, because some applications have still not been delegated, and some working groups are still working on problems for the next round. So I would love to answer 2023, but again, wait for the ICANN to write it down. What are your expectations from ICANN's second round of new domain extensions? Well, more .brands, of course. That's the questions we've had for the past 2 or 3 years. How much does it cost? How long does it take? How do you submit an application? Where do you submit the application? Of course, when can you submit the application? That's the question. I'm not so sure there will be so many generic community and geographic applications, because we've seen the figures and they are not good. So why invest into that? I believe in innovation. Applicants coming with good ideas, such as the one we have for Project John Wolley, for which we seek investors, which is pure innovation using a new gTLD. So you can call us. How do you think the process will be different this time? I think it will be different for .brands applications. This time they will not have to demonstrate financial capacity. I think the problem is going to come from the number of applications allowed to be submitted. I heard the number of 1,000. Let me remind you that there were 1,930 in the first round. So what happens if we have more than that? Are there any issues that you saw during the first round that you would like to see changed? Yes, dates and deadlines, more precisions would be more than welcome in the second round. Also, the pricing for .brands, it should not be the same as generic applications. And also more precisions on how to object and how much it costs. Some in the ICANN community think that the second round will have fewer applications and that they will be more deliberate in nature. That's quite possible, because many registries don't sell. Many registries have sold their business because it just does not work. Now there are ways to develop a TLD. Some on the market clearly know how to do that and generate profit. So I believe there will be more .brands. I think the problem is going to come from the number of applications allowed by the ICANN. That's where my fear is at the moment. Do you think we'll see more investors or new and existing registries applying for new extensions? Well, I clearly talk to new investors. The LinkedIn New gTLD group has 2,900 subscribers now, and we have investors there. We have potential applicants, and they all have questions. So yes, there are investors, and yes, there are new registries about to be created. Now, what about existing registries applying for new extensions? Yes, of course. When you create a new gTLD, you sit on top of a pyramid, and you have a pathway in front of you to develop your business. You can't have competitors. So as an existing registry, of course you want more, and some strings are still available. So yes, I'm certain existing registries will keep submitting applications in the next round. Are you looking forward to ICANN's second round of new domain extensions? Yes, I am, because as I just said, new gTLDs are monopolies. When you acquire one, you are alone on your market. So if you're good, you can develop it. If you're not good, you can resell it, but there is a lot of business to do. And actually, the first round was kind of new. In the next round, in the second coming round, don't forget that we learned a lot from the first round. So we know what to do and we know what not to do. I believe in innovation, and come and ask us questions at JobNet Consulting for Innovations. We have lots of ideas, and we can help you earn a lot of money. If you could give advice to anyone that is considering applying for a new extension in the next round that is not currently a registry operator, what would it be? Well, number one thing not to do is to tell anyone about the TLD, the string you plan to submit an application for, because ICANN insiders talk to each other, service providers, they talk to each other, so you have to remain silent until you have chosen the right provider. You don't need to sign with a provider now, because we still don't have the ICANN methodology. We don't know how it's going to happen. It's probably going to be the same as in the first round, but there are more providers, more people with knowledge, more mandatory backend registry providers. So you don't need to invest money now. What you need to do now is to think about what you want to do with your TLD. If it is a trademark, there are plenty of things you can do with it. You can even earn money with a .brand. If you plan to sell domain names, start to consider if there is a market or not. If there is one, good for you. If you know how to approach it, very good for you. But if there is no market, you just won't sell domain names, and you won't earn money. So you still have time. Wait for the ICANN to give us dates, and think about what you want to do with your TLD. That's the most important for now.